जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी। जय गोपीजन वल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी जय गिरिवरधारी। जय गोपीजन वल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी जय गिरिवरधारी। जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी। जय जसोदानंदन जय ब्रजजन रंजन जय ब्रजजन रंजन। जय जसोदानंदन जय ब्रजजन रंजन जय ब्रजजन रंजन। जय जमुना तीरवनचारी जय कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Radha Parthasarthi Radha Parthasarthi Radhe Jaya Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य श्री श्रीमद अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य श्रील प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य नित्य लीला प्रविष्ट अष्टोत्तर शता श्री श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय नमाचार्य शिला हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की जय श्री श्री गौरनिताय राधा पार्थ सरती ललिता विशाखा सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की जय प्रहलाद नृसिंह की जय शिला प्रभुपाद की जय समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की निदाय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल नष्ट प्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्य भागवत सेवया भगवते उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिके श्रीमद् भागवतम कैंटो 4 Chapter 27, text 12. Yuktesu evaଂ pramattasya kutumbasakta चेतसः आससादा सा वै कालो यो प्रियः प्रियजोषिताम् युक्तेष्वेवं प्रमत्तस्य कुटुम्बासक्तचेतसः आसादस वै कालो जा प्रियः प्रियजोषिताम् युक्तेषु एवं प्रमत्तस्य कुटुम्बासक्तचेतसः आसादस वै कालो जो प्रियः प्रियजोषिताम् Mataji. What translation? Juktesu, to beautiful act, to beneficial activities. Evam, thus, pramattasya, being inattentive. Kutumba, to quith and cane. Asakta, attached. Chetasaha, consciousness. Asasada, arrived. So, that, by, certainly. Kalaha, time. Jaha, which. Apriyaha, not very pleasing. Priyojositam, for persons attached to women. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. The king Puranjan, being attached to fruitive activities, karmakandiya, as well as kith and kin, and being obsessed with polluted consciousness, eventually arrived at that point, not very much liked by those who are overly attached to material things. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. In this verse, the words Priya Jositam and Apriya are very significant. The word Josit means woman, and Priya means dear or pleasing. Death is not very much welcome for them who are too much attached to material enjoyment, which culminates to sex. There is an instructive story in this connection. Once, when a saintly person was passing on his way, he met a prince, the son of a king, and he blessed him, saying, "My dear prince, may you live forever." The sage next met a saintly person and said to him, "You may either live or die." Eventually the sage met a brahmachari devotee and he blessed him, saying, "My dear devotee, you may die immediately." Finally the sage met a hunter and he blessed him, saying, "Neither live nor die." The point is that those who are very sensual and are engaged in sense gratification do not wish to die. Generally, a prince had enough money to enjoy his senses. Therefore, the great sage said that he should live forever, for as long as he lived, he could enjoy life. But after his death, he would go to hell. Since the brahmachari devotee was leading a life of severe austerities and penances in order to be promoted to back to Godhead, the sage said that he should die immediately, so that he need not continue to labor hard and could instead go back home, back to Godhead. A saintly person may either live or die, for during his life he is engaged in serving the Lord, and after his death he also serves the Lord. Thus, this life and next life are the same for a saintly devotee, for in both he serves the Lord. Since the hunter lives a very ghastly life due to killing animals, and since he will go to hell when he dies, he is advised to neither live nor die. King Puranjan finally arrived at the point of old age. In old age, the senses lose their strength, and although an old man desires to enjoy his senses, and especially sex life, it is very miserable because his instruments of enjoyment no longer function. Such sensualists are never prepared for death. They simply want to live on and extend their life by so-called scientific advancement. Some foolish Russian scientists also claim that they are going to make man immortal through scientific advancement. Under the leadership of such crazy fellows, civilization is going on. Cruel death, however, comes and take all of them away despite their desire to live forever. This type of mentality was exhibited by Hiranyakashipu, but when the time was ripe, the Lord personally killed him within a second. Translation again. Thus King Puranjan, being attached to fruitive activities, Karmakandiya, as well as Keith and Cain, and being obsessed with polluted consciousness, eventually arrived at that point, not very much liked by those who are severely attached to material things. Jukteshu evang pramattasya kutumbasakta chetasah asasada sabai kalo jo apriyaha priyasata priyajosita. Namang Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devang Gurvani Pracharini Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhu bhavacha patitanang pavanebhyo vaisnavebhyo namo nama. Jai Anant Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. The today's topic is Canto 4, Chapter 27, Text 12. Attack by Chandavega on the city of Puranjan. This is a very instructive lesson here, as it is continued from the previous verses of this chapter. Particularly, Narada Muni is giving one allegorical story in the name of Puranjan and Puranjani and Chandavega, etc., to give a good instruction to King Prachinavaris for his spiritual atonement. Because when somebody is king and has some good opulence, naturally he is attached to these items and he is not so much attentive to achieve the goal of life. So Narada Muni, being a very exalted personality and one among the Dwadas Mahajanas, he moves everywhere and gets the chance to give instruction to everybody how they will be not attached so much to the bodily way of life or this material conscious life. Rather, they should be very much serious to make their consciousness in such a way that they will go back home, back to Godhead. Because he was a king, Prachinavaris, so Narada Muni saw it is not wise to just give him direct instruction over his sense enjoyment. That's why he made one allegorical story, means indirect way to instruct him about his regular day-to-day life activities. That means he named the Puranjan and Puranjani and this Chandavega. These are these items he had representing senses, body, soul, and their activities, sons and daughters as the their actions and reactions. In this way, in allegorically term, he was telling the king so that the king will not be feeling anything sorry, and rather he will be serious of his spiritual life. In this way he is telling, and here particularly Srila Prabhupada narrated a very good story that a sadhu was on the way and he saw a prince like this Prachinavaris who was having opulence and everything. He told him, you may my dear prince, may you live forever, because after your death definitely you will go to a lower species of life or hell, because you are involved in sense gratification. Thereafter he told a brahmachari that to die immediately so that you will go to Krishna's abode. Thereafter to the saintly person he told, neither live nor die, because always he is engaged in service of Supreme Lord Krishna. In this way, and a hunter, he is telling that because he is doing so much sinful activities, so he should not die. When he will die, he will go immediately to the nethermost planet. In this way, he had given different instructions to different persons as per the term of their sense gratificatory process. But our point of discussion is that because we are in this material world, we are attached to our sense enjoying objects, sense enjoyable objects. And we are so much attached that we are in a mood to make it more, more advanced in technology, like here Prabhupada mentioned the Russian scientists, they are trying to make the life so long that nobody will meet death. But it is not possible because Lord has his own plans and programs. So no way it is possible till now. The scientists are not able to make any solution to birth, death, old age and disease. They are trying and our this this generation after generation our lifestyle also is going on, but still they are trying and ultimately they are not in a successful mode. But thing is, sense gratification is not allowed in spiritual life, in the sense we are all part and parcel of Supreme Lord Krishna. Means Jiver Swarupa hai Krishna Nityadas, as was explained by Sriman Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Chaitanya Charitamrita. So, because we are servant to Krishna, our prime duty is to serve the Supreme Lord with full devotion. And accordingly, Krishna, to make the society in proper order of life, made Varna and Ashram systems. 4 Varnas and 4 Ashramas. 4 Varnas, Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, and 4 Ashramas, Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Banaprasthi and Sannyas. Generally, our Kali Yuga people's lifespan is just calculated within 100 years of life. And it is divided into 4 divisions. First 25 years Brahmacharya, then next up to 50 years Grihastha, then 50 to 75, 25 years Vanaprasthi, and 75 to 100, that is Sannyas. Because when you are in initially Brahmacharya ashram, we'll go to Gurukul or Guruji ashram and we'll learn the system how to control our senses, how to maintain our Vedic way of life, how to become very much attached to Supreme Lord's Seva, how we'll control our senses and purify our consciousness, and how we'll control a Brahmacharya. In this way, our regular activities will be purified, and ultimately when Jai Sri Sri Gaurnitai Radha Parthasarathi Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki Jai. And ultimately, when we will serve the Supreme Lord in our regular activities, our senses will not be absorbed in any material enjoyable objects, or it will not hanker for it, rather it will serve Krishna very sincerely. But in Grihastha life, there is a concession of this sex life, because they are to create progeny and produce Krishna conscious child to the society, so that society at large will be guided by these Krishna conscious personalities. But it is also mentioned, when Grihastha is leading a life, a social life, with family life, he should be very much concerned for Krishna conscious children. Ebang Vivaya Prajaya na ratehi. They should not do their sex life, rather they should be very much focused on Vivaya Prajaya. Prajaya means the Praja or the citizen who is coming, he should be fully Krishna conscious citizen. So that initially he will be guided by the parents to become a true devotee of the Lord in his long future. And Grihastha Syapi Rutauhu means when Grihastha is leading his life, he should see that when his wife is in Rutu, I do not know exactly what the English term, I forget, menstrual period, after that he will not make any sex with his wife. That's allowed once a month. And after menstrual period he should not touch. And when she will be also pregnant, will not touch the body of the wife, because it is all Krishna's arrangement. Rather, he should give topics on Krishna or lots different activities, pastimes, so that like Prahlad, when he was in the womb of Mother Kayadho, by listening Narada Muni's different talks, he became a very exalted, elevated devotee. And because up to 7 months, the child is in the womb of the mother, he has no sense. After that, the soul is coming, and ultimately he has gradually developed his knowledge. And in this way, Prahlad got the real correct informations by Narada Muni about the spiritual world and Supreme Lord and devotional practice. And when he came to this earth after his birth, he became a very prominent figure in devotional practice, for which his name is within 12 Mahajanas. So, we have to see, when a Grihastha is marrying his wife, she is not an enjoyable object, rather she is the maid servant to Supreme Lord Krishna. And she is meant to serve Krishna. And both of them, when they will adjust their way of life in devotional practice, definitely their family life will be a very peaceful one. That's why it is told that we should not see the wife to be an enjoyable object. The moment that thought is coming to the mind, that means it is treated as a sinful act, for which the son or daughter who are coming, they will be the Varna Shankar, about which Arjuna had already asked Krishna during the battlefield of Kurukshetra that he will not fight with his oppositions, and when all the male persons will die, definitely Varna Shankar will come to the society and they will create disturbance in the society. Nowadays the society is full of these Varna Shankaras, because the mother or father, they are not following regulative principles, not restricting their life, or not doing their progeny to create a Krishna conscious citizen. That's why society is very much in a disturbing state. Anyhow, when they are coming, nowadays this is how this blue whale game is going on by these Varna Shankaras. Teenaged boys, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18, up to 20, 30, they are just making some marks on their screen as a blue whale. And after, I do not know what it is, after 50th instruction, you have to die. You have to commit suicide. Otherwise your father will die, your father will die. And he is closing the door and immediately making his suicide. See how crazy this society is now. This is all due to these Varna Shankaras. But because of Krishna consciousness or ISKCON society, so many devotees are really saved because of this type of things going on in the society. Anyhow, this we are getting this human form of life, but our life is not meant for these useless activities. We have to see that we will lead such a life, will ultimately give us a chance to think of Krishna at the end of our life, which is very difficult life, and our 9 doors are there. Always it is choked with biles, air and cough. Nobody will make any attempt to just pierce this Harinam to these doors. So we have to practice from the beginning of our life, for which Prahlad Maharaj told, Komar Asita Pragyan Dharman Bhagavata Niha Dullabhang Manusang Janmam Tadapi Adhrubam Arthadam. All of you know the meanings of it, I should not go details to it. So here the Acharyas are told one song, Dullabha Manava Janma Labhiya Sansare Krishna Nabhajini Dukha Kahiva Kahare. Sansara Sansya Kari Miche Galakal Labhana Hoila Kichu Ghatila Janjal. Kisera Sansare Chayabaji Pray Ihate Mamata Kari Brutha Dina Jai. Edeho Patan Hele Kihobe Amar Keho Sukho Nahi Debe Putra Parivar. Gardhaber Matami Kari Paristram Kar Lagi Otakara Naghunchila Bram. Dina Jai Micha Karje Nisha Nidra Base Nahi Bhavi Marana Nikate Ache Base. Bhalamanda Khai Heri Pari Chinta Hina Nahi Bhavi Edeho Chadibo Kondina. Deha Geha Kolatradi Chinta Abirata Jagiche Hrudemara बुद्धि करी हत हाय हाय नाही भावी अनित्य सब जीवन विगत कथा रहिबे वैभव संसारे शरीर मम पड़िया रहिबे विहंग पतंग ताहे विहार करिबे कुकुर श्रृगाल सब आनंदित है महोत्सव करिबे न आमार देह लय जे देहर एई गति तार अनुगत संसार वैभवार बंधु जन जत अतएव माया मोह छाड़ी बुद्धिमान नित्य तत्व कृष्ण भक्ति करुण संधान. Very very important song, because when you are getting this very rarely obtainable species, we have that tendency that we are coming here to enjoy. Actually neither we are enjoy or these enjoyable objects are meant for us. Krishna is the supreme enjoyer. Bhoktarang jagyatapasang sarvaloko maheswaram. But because we want to become enjoyer, that's why Krishna, being our very intimate friend, he just within the heart as super soul, he knew all these things. So in our utmost desire is to enjoy these material objects. It is not available in Krishna's world. Nobody is allowed to enjoy other than Krishna. So Krishna, out of his causeless mercy, create this material world through material energy, Mahamaya, and arrange all such items so that Jiva will come here and enjoy to his full satisfaction. But actually it is not meant for him, because his life is meant to serve Supreme Lord. But in between, if you will see that we are so much attached because of the influence of three modes of material nature, that Jiva immediately forgets when he come out of the womb of the mother, and ultimately identify himself with his body and bodily objects, bodily expansions, which is only illusion. And when the death will come, at that time his this kith and kin or these relatives or the bodily expansions will not help him, because he was totally absorbed in sinful activities, and for which he is going to take a birth either in the animal kingdom or in the nethermost planet. In this way, Srila Prabhupada had given one instruction over this. We'll just for a moment we'll see that. He had told, keep yourself in the mood of goodness, more and more spiritual power. These demigods, these great saintly devotees, these sadhus, how they have become so powerful. Sattvika Anang, being situated in the materials, in the material modes of goodness, if you keep yourself in the modes of goodness, then you get more and more your spiritual power. And if you keep yourself in the modes of ignorance and passion, then you cannot make progress. You will have to remain here or go down. If you keep yourself in the modes of ignorance, then you go down even to the animal kingdom. That's why keep yourself in goodness, then you can go up. If you keep yourself in the modes of passion, then at most you can remain in Europe and America. Prabhupada told them. That is in Seattle in the year 1968, 21st October. You can stay in Europe and America. That's all. But if you keep yourself in goodness, they can go up. These are explained in the Bhagavad Gita. Urdham gachanti sattastha. Those who are in the modes of goodness, even they are not spiritually very much advanced, so that they can enter into the spiritual kingdom. They will go to the upper status of planetary systems, just like Siddhaloka, Janaloka, Maharloka. Until and unless we will come to Shuddha Sattva, no chance to come to Krishna's abode. That's why Urdham gachanti sattvastha and madhya tisthanti rajasa. Those who are in Rajagun, they will stay in, as Prabhupada told, in Europe and America and in this earthly planet. So, our life is so important. That's why we should see that whatever we will do, so that our consciousness will be purified, and ultimately will be attached to Krishna's different activities, and our day-to-day life will be totally Krishna conscious, 24 hours. So in this song itself, you can easily find that because it is rarest species of life and rarely obtainable species. So you should care how to guide ourselves through a bona fide devotee of Krishna who is 100% Krishna conscious. That's why Srila Rupa Goswami had told in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Anasaktasya Vishayan Jatharam Upajunjata. We should enjoy these material objects but without attachment. How without attachment? It should be offered or it should be come through Supreme Lord Krishna's seva. It will not have any reaction. We are eating and karmis are also eating. We are putting dress, they are also putting dress. Difference is they are directly enjoying those objects, but everything we are offering to Supreme Lord. And our life is meant for the seva of Supreme Lord. That's why they are getting reactions and we are not getting reactions. Here, Narada Muni told in allegorical story, Puranjan has 1100 sons and 110 daughters. These are all karma's action and reaction. Allegorically, he is representing all these things. So, when a devotee is coming to Krishna consciousness, naturally, he is anasaktasya vishayan. He has no attachment because he knew that Krishna is the supreme. Everything should be offered to Krishna. And when it is well practiced by him, then only he will be able to realize himself. Ataha Sri Krishna namadi na bhaved grahimindrehi sevan mukhi jivado swayangavas purati adaha. Until and unless will engage your senses in the service of Supreme Lord, no question of to control the senses. The senses, after all, the mind, which is the chief of the senses, always misguiding the senses. Indriyabhya parangmana manasatu parabuddhi ja buddhetu paratasa. We are neither in senses, nor the mind, nor intelligence, nor false ego. We are the spirit soul. So, our tongue is the important sense having two activities. One is to taste the prasadam and to talk. So, when we control the sense only with the prasadam of Krishna and telling Krishna katha and chanting the holy name of the Lord, then only we can control the sense. When sense is controlled, tongue sense is controlled, automatically your belly and genital, we are in one straight line, that will be controlled. And that will not put a hindrance on your way to become Krishna conscious. That's why we should see that how we'll be very much attached to Krishna's seva through bona fide spiritual master. So the senses and mind, everything will be connected with Krishna and his seva and his chanting of holy name and glorifying the Lord's very spiritual activities. Of course, in second canto, first chapter, 4, 5, 6 verses, it is mentioned how a person is maintaining his life, that nidreya hriyati naktam vivaya cha chabavaya divacharthe haya rajan kutumba bharane nava. The lifetime of such an envious householder is passed at night either in sleeping or in sex indulgence, and in the daytime either in making money or maintaining family members. Sukadeva Goswami is mentioning Parikshit Maharaj in second canto, first chapter, third verse. Also he had told, Dehapatya kalatradishu atma sangyeshu api asatsu api tesam pramatang nidhanang pasyanapi na pasyati. Persons devoid of Atma Tattva do not inquire into the problems of life, being too attached to the fallible soldiers like the body, children and wife. Although sufficiently experienced, they still do not see their inevitable destruction. These are the true facts mentioned by Sukadeva Goswami to Parikshit Maharaj, only for our spiritual benefit. It is mentioned. So, when we'll be guided by this Srimad Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita and all bona fide scriptures, and it will be we are getting instruction through bona fide authorities, then only we'll put an attention to it. Generally, mind is very stupid. and it has his own activities, willing, feeling and desiring. When you are listening Bhagavatam, it is moving somewhere else. But the bona fide authorities, when they are just talking of Krishna's Leela or chanting the holy name, at that time the mind is totally absorbed in Krishna Katha. It will not go away of it. And ultimately, all the senses are controlled in that way, and will be in this way gradually purify our consciousness. Our consciousness is covered with subtle covering and gross covering. When it will be fructified, getting chance to be more and more conscious, will be brighter, our realizations will be more and more. Simply we listen that dimension of the soul is 10,000 part of the tip of the hair, but we are not yet realized. When we will hear Krishna Katha, chanting seriously, offenselessly, and do our seva very sincerely, with a mood to please Supreme Lord, not as a very, routine life. No, we have to please Supreme Lord and our divine spiritual master. In that mood we will serve, then our consciousness will be purified. So much our consciousness is purifying means we will be gradually develop Shraddha towards these sadhu's topics. And in this way, our chances of free from this world will be easier. That's it all. Satang prasangan mamabirja sambido bhavanti hritkanna rasayana katha tajjashana dasu apavarga vartmani shraddha ratir bhaktir anukramishyati. So you have to always remain in sadhu sangha, because this world is full of asat sangha. It has every possibility to put its impact on us. While devotees are going for preaching or book distribution or any outside activities, they are very much careful for that. If they will be little bit connected with them, ultimately they will become the victim. We are trying our best to make our consciousness higher and the senses and all these bodily organs to be purified. But the moment we have little bad association, ultimately it will capture us, because we are not strong in our devotional practice. That's why we should see that we are always getting association of pure devotees of the Lord. Because the devotees of the Lord, they have no ulterior thoughts. Only to serve Lord, only to deliver the fallen souls of this material world. They are descending here either by their free will or by the direction of Supreme Lord Krishna. So these devotees, they will always guide us what to do, what not to do. Like Narada Muni is giving Prachina Varises this allegorical story of Puranjan and Puranjani, so that he will not be directly hit to his sentiment. Why Narada is here? I am a king. Because big position means Janmeshwarja Sutasivir Edhamana Badapuban. That will increase his pride, false ego, false identity. So why will care for Narada Muni? But Narada Muni, being compassionate to the fallen souls, conditioned souls, he is giving that allegorical story, so that king will listen and ultimately realize and practice as per the advice of Narada Muni. So in this way, he will gradually attract the king towards this Krishna consciousness sadhana, and ultimately how to reach the goal of life, that is Krishna's lotus feet. So in 7th canto also, 9th chapter, text 45, similar instructions are given by Prahlad Maharaj, so that we should see how it is really there. All the Mahajanas, their life is meant only to help us to be guided by our, not by our wicked senses, but by the instruction of pure devotees of the Lord, so that we will control our sense. Our life is not meant for this enjoying the material objects. Prahlad is telling to his demoniac friends, as a 7-year-old boy, he is telling that Komar Acharit Pragyo. You practice it in this boyhood age. As the age advance, we will lose our taste to this spiritual science. Because of only Krishna's, ISKCON's Krishna society, people are getting chance from the young age to be attached here. Otherwise, no society is here to help us
to guide us to spiritual path. You know how these rascaldoms are going on rampantly in this India at least. That Ram Rahim, that bloody idiot, how he had just made so much innocent people attracted and ultimately made their life totally just gone to hell. And recently, last news also came, 600 skeletons came under his that ashram. What is doing this human being? They are cutting their necks or doing some sadhana, I do not know. That is headline news. News is giving Jamalaya under the earth in ashram of this Ram Rahim Baba. Such a rascal, how people are accepting me as Guru, that's a big puzzle to us. But categorically they are how accepting, that is also just very much surprising us. Who is a sadhu, who is a guru, who is a pure devotee. So many scriptures are there. ISKCON is distributing, marathoning this Gita, lakhs and lakhs and lakhs. How these people are reading Gita and accepting that idiot as a spiritual master, that's most thoughtful affairs nowadays. 5 crores followers. I think only within India, ISKCON may not have 5, even 1 crore devotees. You see, unless and until you will be careful for it, these guys are here to trap. They are the representative of ugly witch Maya. So we should be very much careful. So strong we'll do our sadhan bhajan with pure chanting of holy name, then nobody will come to us, because it is Sanju, it is a protection to us. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we actually, all of devotees are very much sincere of their seva. I should not say all these things, because you are already regularly doing so much seva. Your score is always coming. I went to Mayapur last Gaur Purnima festival. They declared this course. They promised that this year Gita Marathon, we should become topper, just making New Delhi aside. You should be very careful. I had it in my own ears. Don't allow anybody to become fast. That's all. New Delhi become fast, Mayapur become second. So next marathon, Gita Marathon, Mayapur first, New Delhi second. It is the declaration there. So you should see how much seva you are doing. Definitely Krishna is giving you the rewards. Krishna is the ultimate authority. But we should be very much sincere of our seva. That's why we should see who are the real sadhus whose association will help us to avoid all these dirty things in the society. Tulayama labenapi na sargang na punarbhavam bhagavat bhakta sangasya martyanam kimutasisa. Those are pure devotees. They are always ready to help us, because Krishna himself manifests as pure devotee. Krishna jodi krupa karen kono bhagyavane guru antarjami rupe sikhaya apane. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami had mentioned. So when we are serious, Krishna being the Chaitya Guru Super Soul, he will manifest before you as your instructing spiritual master. And ultimately, afterwards, he will become your initiating spiritual master. The initiating spiritual master has most responsibility. He will deliver you from these clutches of ugly Maya and make you to reach at the lotus feet of Krishna. But instructing spiritual masters are many, and initiating spiritual master is one, who is taking all of your bad karma and suffering, because he voluntarily comes here to give you Krishna Prem, lotus feet of Krishna. And initiating spiritual masters, every step of life, their numbers are many, they will help you and guide you to go in such a way that your spiritual path will be always smooth and there will be no problem at all. The sadhus, those who are rarest of the rare in this world, they are coming out of their causeless mercy. And their only aim is to give us Krishna consciousness. They are preaching so much without caring for their health, without caring for their food, without caring for their rest. They are just incessantly moving. Because ISKCON has its Prabhupada's fast batch followers so serious now, even if they are above 70, still they are going everywhere all over the world to preach the science of Krishna consciousness, so that people at large will be careful and they will come, join and make their life successful. So we being the second generation, we should see how we will be interact with them so that we will create third generation. The third generation devotees will be so powerful as per the prediction of Srila Prabhupada, they will take the movement forward for next 10,000 years. That's why our role is very vital to coordinate properly with first generation and to see how third generation will be strong enough with Krishna consciousness to spread it for next 10,000 years. The middle's role is very significant. So we are being the in-between, we should see how our spiritual life in static, in constant Krishna consciousness, and in directly we are attached to the Supreme Lord Krishna's lotus feet and to the divine spiritual master, and promote our standard so that we'll preach all over the globe and people at large will be influenced. Unless your sadhana is strong, nobody will listen to you. Unless you practice carefully, nobody will listen to you. And your words has no meaning to them. So we have to see that our practice should be perfect. And our life is successful by realize the self. Unless you realize, you can't speak. Prabhupada told, that's when you are in mode of goodness, you are getting more spiritual power. When you are totally in pure goodness, that means you are very much strong enough to win over the world and preach the science, create the disciples and deliver the whole human race. So that is our topic. There are so many topics. I should not take time. I think it is going to be 9 still. If you can have some question answer, that will be fine. But topic was, I had brought so many things. Anyhow, I am very much grateful to all of you that you had given me a chance to speak something on this Puranjan topic of Canto 4, chapter 27 and verse 12. So we'll put an end to our topic here. And if there is any comments or any questions, you can ask for 5 minutes maybe.
Hare Krishna. I will speak in Hindi.
Yes.
तो यहाँ पर जो शब्द है प्रमत्तस्य युक्तेषु एवं प्रमत्तस्य, युक्त का एक अर्थ होता है भगवान के भक्त जो भगवान से जुड़े हुए हैं, तो भक्तों की सेवा में जो प्रमत्त है, जो भक्तों की सेवा में प्रमत्त है और कुटुंब की सेवा में आसक्त है, तो अपने कुटुंब की सेवा में वो पूरा दिन रात लगा हुआ है और भक्तों की सेवा में प्रमत्त है, भक्तों की सेवा नहीं करता। तो उसके लिए भी बताया गया है कि वो गधे और बैल के समान है, सएब गोखरा। अगर भक्तों को अपना कुटुंब नहीं मानता है, अपने कुटुंब में आसक्त है और भक्तों से जो है वो विरक्त होता है, प्रमत्त होता है, तो वो गधे और बैल की तरह है। और उसके लिए फिर वो जो मृत्यु का समय है वो बड़ा अप्रिय होता है, क्योंकि प्रिय योषिताम, जिसको स्त्रियां प्रिय है तो उसको मृत्यु का समय बड़ा अप्रिय होता है। लेकिन जो भक्त होते हैं उनके लिए मृत्यु और जीवन बराबर है, उनको जीवन जितना प्रिय है उतना मृत्यु भी प्रिय है, कुछ अंतर नहीं पड़ता। जैसे तमाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी को जब भविष्यवाणी से पता चला था कि उनका जो शरीर है वो किसी दुर्घटना में छूटेगा, तो प्रभुपाद ने कहा कि अगर आप चाहें तो कृष्ण से प्रार्थना करके अपनी मृत्यु को बदल सकते हैं, कि आप जो है पूरी तैयारी के साथ में आपकी मृत्यु होगी। तो तमाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी ने कहा कि नहीं, मुझे कुछ भी आवश्यकता नहीं तैयारी करने की, उनकी पूरी तैयारी पहले से है। तो कोई दुर्घटना में भी अगर मृत्यु हो जाए तो वो जो है कोई दुर्घटना नहीं मानते हैं और वो कोई उसमें उनको डर नहीं होता है, मृत्यु से डर नहीं होता।
Brahmachari, he should die because he will go to Krishna. And saintly person, he may die or may live because he is constantly with Krishna. So this is the life of a devotee. He will not care to anything.
तो जो भक्त होते हैं तो उनके लिए जो है वो मृत्यु भी उतनी ही प्रिय है जितना कि जीवन प्रिय है। लेकिन अजामिल जैसे अपने कुटुंब में आ सकता था तो मृत्यु में उसको जो है बहुत भय लगा। क्योंकि यमदूत आते हैं लेने के लिए और जो मरने वाला वही देखता है कि उसे कौन आए लेने के लिए। जो भक्त होते हैं उनको लेने के लिए विष्णुदूत आते हैं, विमान आता है, तो उनको मृत्यु से कोई डर नहीं होता है। मृत्यु और ज्यादा उनको अच्छा अवसर मिलता है कि वो जो है भगवान की संगति में जाए।
Sorry Prabhu, I will give a very bright real example of my own life. I will tell you because Prabhu had just reminded me. Before I came to ISKCON in the year 1982, I was in my father's house. We are 2 sons and 4 daughters of the father, I am the fourth child of the father, and below me is my two younger sisters. The sister who is next to me, she was also devotee of Srila Gaur Govind Maharaj initiated. Her name was Sunanda Devidasi, and she was about age maybe 24 or 25 years age, and marriageable age, and we are arranging some marriage for her. And ultimately, she has developed some, this tumor in her stomach. He has no knowledge of it. When ultimately we contacted the doctors, they told it is in very advanced stage, so carefully we will remove it. But they could not. And at that time, Gurudev was in South Africa preaching with Janeshwar Prabhu and England, white England devotee. So when doctors were operating, I don't know, at that time doctors are not so much serious or technology are not so much advanced. The tumor burst there, entered into her lungs and heart, and within 24 hours she left her body. It was night 3 o'clock, means Brahma Murta. And exactly at that time, Gurudev was going to toilet to pass the urine. He felt terrible pain. Immediately he felt as if somebody is attacking him. So he came back from his toilet and told Janeshwar, today something is happening to me. Why, Gurudev? Now, I was getting so much pain while passing urine and came back. Never in my life I felt it. So what is the problem? Now, nothing, Gurudev. No, you do not know. What, nothing? Immediately telephone to Sachinandan. He will instruct me what is going on in Bhubaneswar. So ultimately Janeshwar telephoned Sachinandan Prabhu. Is something happened there that Gurudev is getting pain here? Now yes, Gurudev's disciple Sunanda Devidasi left her body last night 3 o'clock early morning. You see, Janeshwar, you are telling me nothing else. This is the relation of the disciple and the spiritual master. What do you know about this relationship? Thereafter, on 11th day of her ceremony, Gurudev came to our father's residence and made a fire sacrifice. And that sacrifice, our Chaitanya Prabhu was doing he was putting ghee and doing all these mantras uttering at that time. And Gurudev, just after the final offerings of this ghee, he called Sachinandan, please come. What is that? Now Sunanda, now she took birth in Swargalok as a calf, female calf. And she will stay there for 200 demigod years. Thereafter, she will come back to this place, Purushottam Dham, as again a female body. Then Sachinandan Prabhu asked, why female body? Because he was a girl, he was a maiden girl to marry. She has the desire to marry, but could not, it was not accomplished. And ultimately, she met the death and she left the planet. So, and she has a love for the mother cows and calves. That's why she is getting a female calf life in heavenly planet. After 200 demigod years, she will come again to Purushottam Dham in the same female body, but she will not marry. She will be in a very rich, opulent family, and she will make its Krishna consciousness very, very serious, and that life will be her last life. That Krishna, Gurudev told it, and it was came out in that, or British and everything. Everybody is surprised how Gaur Govind Maharaj told all these things, because it is the, as Prabhu told, Jamadvit will come. And these are the true facts. Of course, scientists are not believing, or karmis are not believing, but it is mentioned in Vedas, Puranas, and Bhagavatam, and every revealed scripture. So we have to put faith on it. And ultimately, Krishna is the doer. He will help us. Thank you, Hare Krishna. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki, Jai Sri Sri Gaur Nitai ki, Jai Sri Radha Ras Bihari Lalita Vishakha ki, Jai Sitaram Hanuman Lakshman ji ki, Jai Samaveta Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki, जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की निदाय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधु व्यवच पतितानं पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय।